Lena Harrow vanished on a Tuesday. It was a day like any other in Hollow Creek, or so it seemed. The sun was shining, birds sang in the trees. Then, silence. Lena was gone. She was last seen leaving the library, a stack of books in her arms. She never made it home. Her disappearance sent a shockwave through the peaceful town. Nothing like this had ever happened in Hollow Creek. This was a place where people left their doors unlocked. Now, fear crept in like a fog. The townspeople searched for days, then weeks. Every corner of Hollow Creek was combed. They found nothing. No sign of a struggle, no note, no trace of Lena. It was as if she had vanished into thin air. Hollow Creek was the kind of town where everyone knew your name. Nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering woods, it was a place of quiet routines and familiar faces. Life moved at a slower pace here. Children played freely in the streets. Neighbors chatted over picket fences. It was a place where time seemed to stand still. Lena Harrow was a beloved member of this tight-knit community. A young woman with a bright smile and a love for books, she brought a spark of joy to everyone she met. Her disappearance shattered the illusion of safety that had always blanketed Hollow Creek. The unthinkable had happened. Their haven was no longer safe. Fear and suspicion took root. Neighbors viewed each other with distrust. The once peaceful woods that bordered the town became a source of unease. The unanswered questions echoed through the empty streets. Where was Lena? What had happened to her? The days that followed Lena's disappearance were shrouded in a palpable sense of dread. The cheerful rhythm of life in Hollow Creek was replaced by an eerie stillness. The townspeople, once so full of life, now moved with a haunted look in their eyes. They spoke in hushed tones, their conversations dominated by whispers of Lena and the mystery surrounding her vanishing. Strange occurrences began to plague the town. Unexplained noises in the night, shadows moving in the periphery, objects disappearing and reappearing without reason. Some dismissed these incidents as tricks of the light or overactive imaginations, fueled by fear and grief. Others, however, couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. The woods, once a source of tranquility and adventure, became a place of dread. Whispers of strange lights and eerie sounds emanating from the depths of the forest spread like wildfire. The townspeople avoided the woods after dark, their minds conjuring up images of unseen eyes watching from the shadows. Weeks turned into months. The initial frenzy of the investigation subsided, but the mystery lingered. Hope dwindled with each passing day, replaced by a chilling acceptance of the unknown. Then, a discovery breathed new life into the investigation. A videotape surfaced, found tucked away in the back corner of the library, the last place Lena was seen. The grainy footage showed Lena leaving the library, her movements hurried, her face etched with fear. A shadowy figure, barely discernible, seemed to be following her at a distance. The figure disappeared into an alleyway just moments before Lena walked out of frame. The discovery of the tape sent shockwaves through Hollow Creek. It confirmed what many had feared all along. Lena hadn't simply vanished, someone had taken her. But who was the shadowy figure? And why had they targeted Lena? The discovery of the tape reignited the search for Lena, but it was a search that would yield more questions than answers. The police followed every lead, but each one seemed to lead them further into a labyrinth of dead ends. The shadowy figure in the video remained unidentified, a phantom that haunted the edges of the investigation. Years passed, and the case grew cold. The townspeople learned to live with the unsettling mystery that hung over Hollow Creek. The woods, once a place of childhood adventures, remained shrouded in an eerie silence, a constant reminder of the secrets they held. The memory of Lena Harrow lingered, a ghost story whispered from one generation to the next. The unsolved case served as a chilling reminder that even in the most idyllic of places, darkness could lurk beneath the surface, waiting for the opportune moment to rear its head. Life in Hollow Creek went on, but the town was irrevocably changed. The carefree spirit that had once defined it was gone, replaced by a pervasive sense of unease. The laughter of children playing in the streets was now tinged with a note of caution. The friendly greetings exchanged between neighbors carried a subtle undercurrent of suspicion. The fear that had gripped the town in the wake of Lena's disappearance never truly abated. It lingered in the air like a persistent fog, casting a long shadow over their lives. The woods, once a source of comfort and recreation, became a symbol of their collective trauma, a constant reminder of the mystery that continued to haunt them. The unsolved case of Lena Harrow became a defining event in the town's history. It was a chilling reminder that even in the smallest, most tightly knit communities, darkness could lurk in unexpected places, and some secrets, it seemed, were destined to remain buried. In 2018, a glimmer of hope emerged from the tangled threads of the cold case. A hiker, venturing off the beaten path deep within the woods, stumbled upon a peculiar sight, a small dilapidated shack hidden amongst a thicket of overgrown trees. Curiosity piqued, the hiker cautiously approached the structure. Peering through a crack in the boarded-up window, the hiker was met with a chilling sight, a faded photograph of Lena Harrow, pinned to a wall adorned with strange symbols and cryptic messages. It was a discovery that would shatter the silence that had shrouded the case for over 2 decades. News of the hiker's discovery spread through Hollow Creek like wildfire, reawakening the dormant fear and intrigue that had haunted the town for so long. Could this be the break they had been waiting for? Was this the missing piece of the puzzle that would finally lead them to the truth about Lena's disappearance? The discovery of the shack breathed new life into the investigation. The police descended upon the scene, their every move followed closely by a town hungry for answers. Forensic teams meticulously combed the shack and the surrounding woods for clues, their every find scrutinized for its potential significance. The symbols and messages found within the shack only deepened the mystery. Were they the ramblings of a madman, or did they hold a deeper meaning, a cryptic message from Lena's captor? The photograph of Lena preserved in that sinister shrine served as a chilling reminder that this was more than just a cold case. It was a story of a life stolen, a mystery that refused to stay buried. As the investigation unfolded, a sense of anticipation, mixed with trepidation, gripped Hollow Creek. Would this new lead finally bring them closer to the truth? Or would it lead them down another dead end, leaving them with more questions than answers? Despite the renewed efforts and the tantalizing clues found within the shack, the mystery of Lena Harrow's disappearance remains unsolved. The symbols and messages found at the scene have yet to be deciphered, leaving investigators grappling with their meaning. The identity and motives of the person who created this unsettling shrine remain shrouded in shadow. The town of Hollow Creek, forever marked by the events of that fateful Tuesday, continues to grapple with the unanswered questions that linger like ghosts in the shadows. The woods, once a place of peace and tranquility, now stand as a silent sentinel, guarding the secrets of that long-ago summer. The case of Lena Harrow serves as a chilling reminder that even in the smallest of towns, darkness can lurk in the most unexpected of places, and some mysteries, it seems, are destined to remain unsolved. The passage of time may have dulled the edges of their grief, but the memory of Lena Harrow, the girl who vanished without a trace, continues to haunt the town of Hollow Creek.